This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com. AFTV Turkish 0-0 after all that, hype and the momentum from last week. I don't know how to feel after that. I know the one good thing is I'm dry, right? Because, it's the first game I missed this season. I'm bloody hell. It absolutely poured down with rain from start to finish. Did that have something to do with the performance? And also, what did you make of it?
Let's not ask Ty if the rain had something to do with the performance, that's for sure. But what I made of it was more Burnley and Norwich than Tottenham. And that was the fear I had from the Tottenham game. I thought, was that performance against Tottenham due to us and Arteta finding some consistency, or was it down to Tottenham being as bad as they were? And I think that was kind of answered today, because yet again, the defence for me done well. We kept another clean sheet. That's 3 and 4 in the last 4 games in the Premier League. Credit to them. But the transition and the attack, the midfield let us down today. Thomas Partey let us down today. In attack, Oba let us down today in moments. There were some bits from Emile Smith-Rowe and Xhaka, but it just wasn't enough. They had 20 plus shots against us, not much to worry about, hence the credit to defence. But we only had 8, and if it wasn't that last Emile Smith-Rowe, chance where he could have cut it back, there wasn't really much else to our attack.
Funny enough, yeah, when you kind of look on it, probably, apart from, I think they had one chance was the overhead kick that they could possibly have done better with. You could probably say that also had the best chances, because there's the one where Aubameyang sort of hit the post with a header, and like you said, the one, and like you said, the one with Smith-Rowe, should he have passed that? He went for goal. Should he have passed that? He had players running into the box.
Yeah, I know people are already getting on his back about it, but I think he actually did want to pass it. I think he looked up a couple of times, he slowed down his run a couple of times, and he realised the defender's in a good position. I might as well take it my own. And yeah, I rate that. He's a young man, he's been given a number 10 shirt. There's been a few moments where he's been caught in that same, mind frame. Should I cut it back or should I shoot? And he tends to shoot more often than not. But I think at a young age, it shows confidence. And it wasn't to be today, but I'm sure on another day it will work,
The conditions, I know where you're at. Right throughout the stream, there's lots of people saying, it's raining and that, mocking Ty from that classic that he said that time all those years ago. But the conditions were dreadful out there. Did that have a bearing on the game, you think?
It's hard to say. Listen, Potter likes to play out from the back. He likes to play progressive football. He plays a good style of football. I think Arteta, that's what he wants to do as well. So I think if you look at the style of play that both managers go in with and the weather, then yeah, it has an effect on the game. But with Arteta, it's more questions than answers again. Because what is our style of play? Yeah, again, I'm asking that. I look at the Tottenham game in isolation now, because the games around it, Burnley, Norwich and now Brighton. Okay, yes, we've got, 10 points in the last 4? Yes, that's a massive change around from 0 in the first 3. But it's still, I don't get what Arteta's really trying to do. I'm not seeing enough. We see patches where one patch will release Oba to have a chance. One patch will release Emile Smith-Rowe to have a chance. And fans tend to look at that and say, this is what Arteta wants to do. But those moments come down to the individuals. That's not a style of play. We can't see 2 or 3 of those moments in a game and say that's what Arteta wants to do, because those are moments from a style of play. But we haven't got that style of play. We've just got those moments from good moments of transition from, let's say, a Partey, Lokonga to Emile Smith-Rowe. It's not enough for me to say this is what Arteta's trying to do and I can see it for the future. And I think he's still on thin ice for me. I think that although we've turned it around, it's international break now. And we come back to 2 home fixtures. And yet again, like I said before Tottenham, I asked for 6 points out of 6 from Burnley and Norwich to move into Tottenham. I asked for 6 points from Villa and Palace now moving into the Liverpool game. Because I can understand Liverpool, who they are, what they are. That's going to be a difficult game and probably a write-off. But Crystal Palace and Villa, we need to start showing something, Rob. We need to start showing what this manager wants to do. Because our defence is better, yes, but our style of play isn't, our transition isn't, our attack definitely isn't.
And finally, no Xhaka today. Did we miss him?
Probably, yeah. And I'm surprised to be saying that. Because I can't believe that without a Basuma in the middle for Brighton, they kind of dominated the middle. That's why I say Partey had a terrible game. Lokonga didn't really show himself. What I didn't like is Lokonga was filling in for Tierney, how Xhaka would. And I don't think that's Lokonga. I don't think Lokonga is like Xhaka for him to be doing the same role. But poor first half from Lokonga. He done better in the second half, but Brighton's midfield without Basuma was on 2 hours, and that's not good enough.